Listen to me when I scream. Listen when I say you're no good. Listen when I say I love you. Listen when I say you're no good. Listen when I ask a question. Listen when I say you love me too. Don't look in my eyes when I question all of the things that you do not do. Listen to me when I scream. Listen when I say I know good. When I say I love you. Listen when I say you're no good. Listen when I ask a question. Listen when I say I love you too. Don't look in my eyes when I question all the things that you do not do. You ask me why I love you. You ask me why I love you. You ask me why I love you. And I told you I told you I wish on inside. Just to find the light. Just to find the light. For you to love me. But that was too much. Oh, I told you I was too much. You ask me why I love you. You ask me why I'm with you. You ask me why I'm for you. And I told you. I told you. I wanted your
She told me to wait, she told me to listen. I said, I do not get it, like what am I missing? We're in this position, everything I'm saying in this subscription. I'm like, come on, tell me, where could we go? Where are we getting? Cause I do not know. We've been here before, we rocking the boat. I'm trying to make this work, but baby, like, oh, it said that it glitters, it shines, but this isn't gold. They're like, yo, Baxter, I'm throwing them bows. I'm like, we going like back and like forth. I do not know, man, I do not know. See, I'm coming off the top of the head. I'm laying in side of the bed that I made. I'm getting up early, I'm trying to whip us some eggs. I'm just saying, what is it? Is there a book that I should have read? Maybe some instructions of how this should go. We head for destructions. I'm off of the edge, off of the cliff. I'm just trying to make this work. What is the gift? Or is it GIF? I don't know. And that's the end of the shit. And I'm just like,
Out of my heartbreak. Down to my heartbreak. It's just down to my heartbreak. Down to my
ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Dale Novella. A round of applause for the band.
And a round of applause for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? This is the Poet Will Be Televised Zoom Pandemic Edition. Yeah, my name is Baxter Wordsworth. I'm here with the amazing Jade Zabric and the phenomenal Dale Novella. How are you ladies doing?
Good.
I'm good. I'm always good.
And we have come together today to celebrate the anniversary of the phenomenon that is known as the Poet Will Be Televised.
Yeah.
We've been
It's
doing this.
anniversary.
We've been doing this for
7 years.
7 years. Savant Blanc. No, we've been doing this for a long time. That's how long we've been doing this. And we're here to celebrate some of our favorite memories of our tenure rocking New York City.
Yeah.
With
With some
that,
of our favorite people.
yeah.
Yay.
With that said, do we want to go into the first video? Or do we want to talk about the poet a little bit? Dale, why don't you tell people about the poet? Why don't you tell us how you came up with this fantastic event?
Oh my, that is, gee golly, Baxter, that's a hell of a question. Okay, so
Bet you
what
by golly.
happened was, what had happened was, a long time ago, I heard a wonderful poem called "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised," and I just thought it was grand. I just thought it was amazing. It was a live band, and it was a young man in front doing a poem.
Mhm.
I thought I wanted.
What was this? What was this young man's name?
It was his name was Gil Scott Heron.
Oh,
It's a lovely black man from
uh,
Harlem.
sounds very talented. I hope he has a bright future.
Yeah. Well, he's dead now,
I'm aware.
but but his life was great. his his life was filled with joy, and he brought inspiration to young and old. So,
And he was phenomenal poet / musician / writer. He went to Clinton High School in the Bronx, which is across the street from where I used to live. He also, I was a couple of days away from seeing him perform live at SOBs before he fell ill and unfortunately passed away. But shout out to Gil Scott Heron for inspiring generations of young artistic people and inspiring the name for this fantastic event.
yes. So, not only do I love Gil Scott Heron, but I also love Def Poetry Jam. And I was like, oh my God, it would be so great if we had an event that was like live streamed or filmed and then rebroadcast, and it was a jam session, but poets were up front or the poetic were up front, because Gil Scott Heron inspired so many hip hop heads, inspired so many singers like Jill Scott, like multi hyphenated phenomenons like Queen Latifah, people, so many people, right?
Drake and Rihanna, that song that fucking they blew up on. That was a Gil Scott-Heron song.
That was his whole song, from his last album.
Right.
Like literally, not only did they sample him, but they didn't even change his lyrics.
I know. It's such crazy.
Yeah. So I put together this event, and originally there was a different host because Baxter wasn't fucking with me like that yet. I was like,
lies and deceit.
No, Baxter and I were already friends at that point. At December 4th, 2013, I did want all female or mostly female lineup. So at first, a phenomenal poet and singer named Barry was the host, and Simone Acosta led the band. My assistant was also a Black woman named Epiphany B. So it was like a little group of Black women running the event, right?
Yes.
And over the years, it grew and changed and fluctuated.
As things do.
As things do. We started out in the art gallery in Bushwick. Baxter joined us there in February of 2014.
Yep.
Right in time for Valentine's Day, and it was love for him ever since. He's been so in love with the Poet Will Be Televised.
We've been in this. Wait, how many? I only missed one show, right? I only didn't host one show, or was there more than one?
I think you missed one, and then you featured at a show, which we have footage from.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, before I joined, how many shows were before me joining?
December and January.
So I missed 2 shows, and then I showed up in February.
Yeah.
And then we've been in a 7-year relationship ever since.
Yes. A 7-year committed relationship.
Yeah.
The old ball and chain. Not funny? Okay.
No, it's always fun.
So then we just slowly crept all the way up from Bushwick. We went to the Lower East Side, then we went to Midtown and Funkadelic. We were there for our longest period of time, about 3 years.
We were heading uptown.
yeah, like literally George and Wheezy.
I guess the next iteration's got to be in the Bronx.
Yeah, I know. In Westchester, shit.
Because then we ended up at Sylvana's.
Yeah, now we're in Sylvana's on 116th Street.
Right. Shout out to Sylvana's. Yeah, Jade, when did you join? Was that Funkadelic?
We were already at Funkadelic.
Oh yeah. Then Jade came and made us cool.
With her pussy hats and her sunglasses.
For my sunglasses.
You used to wear sunglasses all the time.
Back when we could we BYOB'd. Those are the times. But on that note, and speaking of people who rock with us, let's get into our first video of somebody who is a frequent collaborator and patron of the poet, Lex Rush.
Yo, happy 7th birthday to the poet. Shout out Dale Novella, Baxter Words, Jade Zabric, the whole unnamed band. Gonna just spit a little happy birthday verse. Get situated. Yeah, here we go. Kudos to the poet for putting artists on notice. Got a platform that's heroic. Rock the open mic and profits. Indie music for the culture. Backed by unnamed band, led by Dan Novella. Baxter Words got her right hand. Sylvanas was the center, but the message that's for you and I. Poet can't be back down to one place, cause it's a state of mind. 7 years, making 5 live shows in the podcast. Take it to the moon. Scott Crest and Jade Zabric, the guitarist. Today we gonna spark it. Candles for the poet. 7 years in NYC achievement. Yeah, we gonna toast it. Never been a ghost town. You should peep the sign-up sheet. The list been full since 803, brimming with creativity. Poet, the epitome of NYC live music scene. Self-expression, victory, celebrating the whole team. Feeling it like dopamine. Slice the cake, pour a drink. It's your anniversary like Tony. Yeah, happy birthday. Cheers.
I am the Alpha, the Omega, and everything in between. I am the hustler, the customer, the reverend and the fiend. I'm where the dream, the nightmare, and reality collide. I'm the angelic prophet with a demonic divide. I am lust, envy, hatred, pride, love, intolerance, compassion, and patience combined. I'm the truth, the lie, the savage civilized, the falling of the tides giving birth to the rise. I'm the wise, the ignorant, omnipotent balance. I'm the God who's a man here to stand to the challenge. I'm the last line of defense, the first in the infantry. I am the walking dead, so there's no chance of killing me. I am shotgun soliloquies, painted so vividly that my genetic identical match can't even mimic me. A future with no history, a past with no present. I am everything and nothing, captured in one essence. I am more Tupac than I am Bomba Plena. I am more 4 chicken wings and fried rice than I am arroz con habichuela. I am Timberlands and hoodies, no straw hats or guayaberas, no Tito Puente, no Celia Cruz. Well, maybe just a little Gloria Estefan. I can't dance salsa, I don't watch telenovelas, and Sábado Gigante was some shit my pops used to like. You see? You see? Mommy told me I was white. And mommy wouldn't lie. Pero, mami, yo no hablo inglés. My teachers pulled me to the side. Daniel, you're just a little confused. Eventually it'll click. Hey, Mrs. Johnson, this spick doesn't know he's a spick. Johnny, that is inappropriate. Daniel is Latino. Latino? No. Mi mamá me dijo que yo soy white. Yo soy white. The statement wasn't fully inaccurate. I am both oppressor and oppressed when you break down the facts of it. Spaniard colonizer, Taino, and African slave run through these veins. I crack the whip, then scream uhuru, libertad, freedom like they one and the same. Lighter than a paper bag, articulate and eloquent when I choose to be. So he speaks so well. Really ain't nothing new to me. We speak unity. We speak they, them. We speak my sister, my brother. But do we oversimplify identity just to relate to one another? Like, does Jewish just mean matzah, a yarmulke, and a skin tone that's European? If an Ethiopian Jew were in the room, would we even be able to see them? I apologize. I know maracas, an arriba, and some dance moves might have had more value for entertainment. But I'd rather challenge you, unbalance you, than give you a picture that anyone could have painted. See, we can trace the roots of our issues. Feed the soil and nurture positive development. Mend all the broken limbs. Nurse them back to health. Build a community and fellowship. Provide all the right nutrients, sunlight and reverence. But this beautiful, idealized landscape we've created is irrelevant if we still expect mangoes from a pine tree.
Thank you.
That was a performance by Daniel Majesty Sanchez, who featured at our event when we were at Funkadelic. I gotta admit, that made me a little emotional. Unfortunately, Daniel Majesty Sanchez passed away, but it's fantastic to see him performing in his element, which is where he truly was his most real self. And what a fantastic poem, and what a fantastic performance by Lex Rush, also celebrating the poet. This is already an amazing show. And we're only 2 acts in.
It's a family affair.
That brought back so many memories. I remember, because Majesty, me and him hosted End of the Week together. We were hosting End of the Week, the longest running hip hop open mic and showcase. And I came to Dale and I was like, yo, Majesty wants to showcase. Could he showcase? And you booked him to showcase and whatever. And I remember just being so proud. I mean, I knew he was going to kill it. I knew he was going to do a good job, but just being so proud watching him like because like, you know, the Poet was my space. It was like, yo, Madge, come over to my space and you know, do what you do in front of these people. And it was like, you know, seeing him do good there was a very proud moment for me. But that was amazing.
Yeah. And when I asked y'all who should we show videos from, you definitely said Majesty, and you were like, it would be great to have him in there. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But yeah, we definitely had a lot of good memories in the space that I'm standing in right now.
Funkadelic Studios.
With our BYOB and the whiskey on stage so that the audience couldn't take it from us. And
that was one of my favorite things about Funkadelic, is being able to have a bottle on stage. Although I will say the band definitely got more use out of the bottle than I did. It's hard to drink while your back is to the bottle.
That's true. You never know where it's going to be.
No, that was Funkadelic was a fun time. Shout out to Dawn and all of the people facilitating that space. Word.
And also, we lost another member of the Poet family and the Funk family this year, Terry Lewis, aka Kid Lucky.
Oh yeah,
King Luck.
Rest in peace to King Luck.
Yeah, so rest in peace. And I wish I could find the video of him performing with
Pabu
Maria.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I will find it and I'll keep looking for it, but I haven't been able to find it. I lost a hard drive back then, so I'm almost positive it was on that one. But.
Right. But speaking of Dawn, isn't that where we're about to go right now?
Yes, we have a special message from Don Orlando, the savior of Funkadelic.
Mm-hmm.
Happy anniversary, Poet Crew. Congratulations on rocking 7 years. We miss you at Funkadelic, but we can't wait to see what you bring us in 2021.
Check. People don't like you if you're perfect. You gotta be the right amount of worth. Born to go and still searching, but still know who you are to a certain extent. Existence is a fine line of perfect balance. Things that confuse you make the most sense, but to show you that life isn't that complex. When scientists discover nano-organisms, so a billion living things that they ain't discovered. If you could journey miles underneath the sea, you in the species human eyes will never see. If you could fly a rocket high at hyperspeed, pass by uncharted cosmos and galaxies, probably already know about the life that's staying planet. By the way, what really happened to NASA? I got more questions than I got answers. Got more questions than I got answers. Think quick, but the world move faster. I got more questions than I got. Got more questions than I got answers. Got more questions than I got answers. For all the world trouble and disaster, I learned love is the answer. Check, they say cold is the absence of heat. Well, the world cold is the absence of me. They say dark is the absence of light. Well, I bring balance to restore what's right. World looking wicked than it did last week. Murder prisons kind of people why they worshiping. Funny how the cops comments on Facebook. Facebook only show us how crooked the cops bleed. Look how the beat, jingling kids. Violate my trust, way to go bad. My Uncle Sam, my cousin Ray Ken, or whatever family figure that the government is. Obama is my brother, but I do let him mistake. For the best of policies, I don't know what he did. Way too distracted by this neo racism. Blacks want apologies, we never gon' get on. Somebody keep rewriting history. Mr. Confederate, what are you preserving? Respect, I think we done earned. We came a long way, but in some ways it's worse. Rioting will never go away. Black on black crime, look how blacks get blamed. So for a minute, let me zone back. I don't wanna look out of the heart, we got this one so on track. Everybody making money on the questions, but nobody got the answers. Everybody making money on the questions, but nobody got the answers. Everybody making money on the questions, nobody got it. Do your hands from side to side, from side to side. Yo, who am I? What's my purpose? I do I have my hurting and then suffering. What happened when my body stopped breathing? Can I still go to heaven as a heathen? The wildest prophecy no longer exists, and the internet compiled of an intellect. Along the we say to artificial intelligence, I robot am legend Will Smith. Let the moon predict the day of judgment. White horoscope so accurate. What are they hiding about the Egyptians? Is the rest of a real place with the T-Rex? Why you treat me like a woman on the son of God? Must be feeling powerful than you lead it on. If you don't trust current day policies, how you gonna trust all the ancient theology? How you gonna be an internet activist financial advisor, and you a liar. How you know the power of love, but you still use the power to judge? How you let somebody tell you what God said? Listen inside you. Love is the answer. Put your L's up for love. Put your L's up for love. Yeah, look at all the love in this room right now, y'all. I go by the name of Fuchs. That's spelled F-Y.
Shout out to Fuchs, yo. Yo, these are all bringing me back, yo. First of all,
I want to play again.
right? One, thank you, Dawn, for that lovely, fantastic message. Thank the Funkadelic Studios for hosting us for so many years. Watching Fuchs get busy is a phenomenal experience live and watching the recording. And it's also a beautiful experience knowing where Fuchs, what he's done and where he went, like sort of after that, because he also went to hosting his own show at Funkadelic Studios,
which was a great show. It wasn't like any other jam session because it was for the youth.
Right.
He's a teaching artist, and he knows more than anybody that it's really hard if you between the age of 15 and actually it starts a little younger than that here in the city. If you're like 10, once you get to middle school, music education dramatically drops. So you kind of like forget about it. Then you get in high school and you're reintroduced to it with after schools and stuff, but then there's nowhere to perform. Everything is 18 plus.
Right.
So
Everything's at a bar.
That jam session was perfect for so many youth that were taking after school programs from places like Building Beats or Dream Yard or Carnegie Hall or anywhere else where they were really honing their craft, and then they came to Funkadelic and met Fuchs, and now they had a place to gig, and he was actually paying the young people who were running the show with him. So that
Shout
was
out to you, Fuchs.
great.
You know, and also he's just a phenomenal artist around, phenomenal visual artist. The videos he makes on the internet are always hilarious and entertaining. The songs he comes up with is hilarious. Very happy that he was a feature on our humble show.
Yes.
The Poet Will Be Televised. Hopefully he'll feature again in the future. Speaking of people who also do shows, wait, this isn't that Roberto? I don't know what Roberto this is that's coming up. Is it Roberto?
It's Roberto.
Okay. Whew. I was like
pony. I should have had a side pony. I
was like, did he perform at the Poet? But it's a message. But yo, shout out to people. Speaking of people who have phenomenal shows, Roberto, the creator of Supreme Bars, also has a message for us, and let's listen to it.
All right.
Okay.
Yo, what up, everybody at the Poet? Dale, Tariq, Jade, Baxter, Acosta Nostra. What's up, y'all? It's Roberto de Jesus, Supreme Bars. Just want to say I love y'all. Happy anniversary. And I don't have a specific memory because I'm always in the background just networking with folks, but I love y'all. Best performances ever. And honestly, I just really hope we can keep doing it again. All right, love y'all.
Yeah. 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 My name is Love. Love. Understand, yo, what really lives in me. I got a feeling in my heart. I'm a soul ready to rock and beat. And now I'm taking control because I'm love. Yo, Love. I got a lovely woman on Juneteenth 2090 to be here with me. Under this, she got the RAC. Yo, going into the Calamine, the Godbody, rocking on the beat, coming correct to move the party. To the left of what it's Harlem, rocking on the beat, so don't start 'em. I've been a Marxist, coming correct to manifest. Live in effect, everybody knows I'm blessed. I'm a color kind of fresh. Live in the rest, you can see me and
live in the wreck when I'm feeling the mic. Understand with the flow, cause it's oh so tight. So the mic so skinny jeans in the place to be. Live in the MIC, you know it's me. Once again, we transcend for the people. This is what we do against fighting over evil. Live in the wreck, never will be sleeper or transparent. Fucking the people, kind of a third with the hell. O to the VE, if the guy in your heart can't be this guy playing. You know what we know, you gotta feel the love, cause we're ready to go, it's like hell. O to the VE, I'm feeling myself as you can see, because the time is free, I'm in the place to be. Once again, all my life is time to be, get it up. When your heart's full of holes and we all just accept it. Worms squirm like toes in the cold, they be eating at the bowls and you keep a flowing toe. It's a death wish. Tremors on the nose and the toes and the kid, and you hope you grow old and it gets a little better for the hope. If you can't find a hold on your presence and talk about a ring or a blink or the buttons on the check, other things what I bring on the record. Pebbles and I swing, hit the target cause I'm vested. Level of the field, this is all about your yield to the greater energy and the answers of the shield and the sword that you wield. Security is a record, it's believing that anything we do isn't connected. I mean the end of time since the virus has infected. Every bit of thrive, every single drop of drive that I'm pouring through a hole, they found out where I kept it. Thought I had break, the light as bright as the blanket. No security in hand, we're really keeping still. I can even take it as a person in his hill. Even with the rush, we rest in the heaven and the feeling in the night and the rainbow's like elephant. Unicorn and presence, you speak to me in questions. The triggers have been vision when you're living in the present. Evil will crush and boxes will never push. And it's from the depth of the end, will lead you to the best end. We'll lead you to the best end. I'm gonna live this life and then it goes hell. All to the VE, understand and always live in me. Truly in a place to be. God for the other one, get the town of me. We got love. L-O-V-E. If you got it, put your hands in the sky, please. Put your hands in the sky, please. That's what time is the count of me.
phenomenal Naima Bug and Macalamin, and a fantastic message from Roberto of Supreme Bars. Shout out to Macalamin and also Dale Novella for sort of folding him into our poet family.
Blackmailing me. You want to be with me? You gonna come to my event.
If you want to be my lover, gotta get with my friends.
Yeah.
Now, seriously, Macalamin is been established as like one of my closest male friends. I have a very genuine appreciation for him. And as I'm sure you do as well. And he's a phenomenal talent, obviously. Also, this was the first video of our Sylvanas run. And also, yeah. And also Naima Bug, who was there at my first hosting gig of the Poet wearing red glasses. I remember that very vividly because I was like, okay, red glasses.
Yeah, and a different pair of Africa earrings. She's been wearing. She continuously makes new Africa shaped earrings, and they were. I think they matched the glasses.
Probably. Naima is one of those people who is just super talented, like across the board. I'm very happy to have her as somebody who comes to the Poet regularly and performs.
Yeah. And now she sings and she makes beats and composes and does a bunch of stuff. She does like some sketch comedy. She co-hosted Future's jam session at Funkadelic. But back then she was just a little poet, a little teenage poet girl, just trying to make her way in the world.
Making her way downtown. But now,
writing fast.
Being going to the place for the poets and the poetic. Anyway, but shout out to her. But speaking of our Sylvanas run, we're gonna get into somebody who featured at Sylvanas at one of our shows. This is the poet Leah V.
The saint himself, with vocals like redemption signed in octave perfection, who requests the enclosing of my throat muscles rather than my sorrows. He asked me, how does it feel to have your body? Well, it feels like honey, rope, twisted and twined, dancing towards six senses and sticking unwanted. It feels like silk strings steamed onto thunder, like thread count against skin tight. It feels like hollowed heat, pounding heat. But it can feel sunken, banged up, bruised with ease, like seething, like disintegrated dry heaving, laced with limpness and a confidence deceiving, but mostly it feels like condensed milk dripping onto dial tone until his phone physically deteriorates. I'm talking crumble. It feels like I can melt mumbles, mask fumbles, and it feels like power, like sour spitting silver tongue devours, like my esophagus is as endless as these legs. But you know what? It feels like I'm legless, like my limbs lasso themselves into one walking sum of serenades, like ice on inner thigh, like I know not what is pride, but I'm one long swaying sigh, racing rickety rides, competing against Pacific tides. I mean, goddamn, I'm rhythmic. Ooh. And it feels like tender, magnetized melodies. Like I was sculpted to remedy any being with my being, with my bare, beaten, never seated, seems to need it, gotta have it, bracing havoc, a bit tragic, slightly spastic, fairly erratic, but bathed in passion. You're just gonna have to ration me. And the saint himself, as I was on my knees, and you can take that as you please, he asked me, How does it feel to have your body? But baby, I breathed. I don't have a thing. You see, it's my body that has me. Thank you.
Hey, the Poet Will Be Televised. Happy 7-year anniversary! I just want to dedicate this song to you. This is Andrew Day, Rise Up. And I wish you much success in all your endeavors. So here it goes. You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains, move mountains, and I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Yes, you'll rise up, high like the waves. You'll rise up, in spite of the ache. You'll rise up, and you'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains, move mountains. Rise up, rise like the day. Oh, rise up, in spite of the ache. Oh, rise up, yes, do it 1,000 times again. Yes, rise up, high like the waves. Oh, rise up, in spite of the ache. Oh, rise up, yes, you'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, all we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. We will rise, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise. Yes, rise up, high like the waves. Oh, rise up, in spite of the ache. Oh, rise up, and you'll do it 1,000 times again. Yes, rise up, high like the waves. Oh, rise up, in spite of the ache. Oh, rise up, yes, do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. Oh, rise up. Happy 7th anniversary.
Shout out to LaTanya Michelle. That was amazing when you think about it, she did that amazing performance, probably in her house by herself, just for us. That was just for us. Thank
They're
you.
so privileged.
I know. Thank you so much. And what a performance that was. And before that, we had Leah V. You know what I'm saying, who did a performance for us and our crowd back at Silvana's. And it's so amazing. It's I don't want to say take it for granted, but it's like it's staggering how many talented people have been on that stage over the years. 6 years, every week, not every week, every month. It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time. It's a lot of performances.
A lot of people. A lot of belting, a lot of words.
Yeah, a lot of the poetic, expressing themselves.
A lot of rhythm, a lot of drummers.
Yeah, a lot of
A lot of drummers.
Shout out to all the drummers who've drummed for the Poet. We've had more drummers than years we've been doing.
I think we had 6 in 1 year. There was 1 year.
Probably.
Like, what is up with us and drummers?
Probably. And you know what? They're all dope. Shout out to Jeremy Warren, who who put me on his album. I'm on his album.
Yeah. Anu put you on his band's album too.
Right.
People like putting you on albums.
You know, I wish it happened more. But no,
some people would say they want you to drop an album, but you know,
hey.
I'm not one of those people. You can just rap here.
I do. I do have a microphone and an audio interface now, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what direction we're heading in. Anything's
Baxter on wax.
Anything's possible in 2021. That's my new slogan. Anything's possible in 2021.
We're entering the age of Pisces.
But speaking of collaborations, the person coming up now, we collaborated with at a So Far show. Shout out to So Far Sounds. One of the most talented poets I think that we've had the pleasure of showcasing. Super charismatic, super dope. And I'm excited to rewatch this video. Coming up, we've got the phenomenal Stephen Willis from Chicago.
From Chicago.
Or being American period, you got those like cousins in the South, right? Everybody has those country cousins, right? Like you just know, cousin twice removed, got teeth in it. You know what I mean? You got them. And I was like, yo, mass incarceration is such a big thing. We not only have country cousins, we have county cousins. And the biggest jail in Chicago is Cook County Jail. We often just call it county. And so this one here is for my county cousins. Currently incarcerated for crimes committed and or confessed contributing to the new Jim Crow. My county cousins. Not to be confused by my country cousins currently in Kansas cooking cornbread and collard greens in the kitchen and all. Those cousins you see every summer. These cousins you see every quarter century. And county. Constantly making collect calls inquiring about commissary. Cursed to forever circulate in and out of this country's industrial prison complex constructed for collecting coons for orange and black continuum. My cousin used to wear busted jeans to Grandma's Christian church in Chatham. My cousin was cool enough to make the most ditty girl cock a smile. Was the same cousin I saw clench and rage the sight of his brother's blood on concrete made that gun cry for days. Then one day a crooked Chicago cop came and caged my cousin before college, and now my family only congregates in courtrooms. I can hear the jury concluding the caucus that would decide his fate, but I can't concentrate. All I can do is think about when we were kids and how we used to play cops and robbers on the corner and the pleasure I got each time my cousin was caught and placed in imaginary cuffs. But now guilt creeps my conscience, for I am no different from these cops turned Klansmen, for how quickly I was willing to make a criminal out of my kin. Maybe I could have called more. Reminded him of the summers we spent consuming carousels and cotton candy. My cousin was a fragile child. Would hear thunder strike and cry to cuddle. Would make Big Mama colorful creations until only crumbs were left of his Crayolas. That's who he is. Not the creature who the council called capital murderer, claiming he's responsible for this carcass. Not even Cochran can convince me my cousin is capable of killing anyone. Who would have thought that before my cousin could finesse Father Time at the 18th candle, Or convince clocks and calendars to give him the combination to eternity that his life will become a compilation of tears. Cause now my mother cry when the gavel cry, get out, and our people cry. When them cuffs cry, get out, and them folks cry. When the bars cry, get out, and I 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 cry, get out. And to my grandmother's side and say, quit that crying, boy. Cause better he be in county than a casket.
Super talented.
It was an epic night having him, booking him for So Far Sounds.
Yeah.
Which it's always loved playing for So Far Sounds and being at one of their shows and stuff. But it is, it's white.
Mm-hmm. So white sounds. No.
So it was nice having his voice in the room.
Yeah.
And of course that specific night, I was privileged enough to book the entire night. So we also had Nyla Ninja Rose, and of course 3 of us did our thing with Polly on drums.
Yep.
Polly Nassar, aka Nassart.
Just shout out to Nyla Ninja Rose, who also featured at the Poet, but also is a new mother.
Yeah, she will be.
Yeah.
Birthing a baby.
Congratulations to her for that.
Yeah.
But Stephen Willis, he also had the poem he did about what do you prefer in your grits, whether it's sugar or salt. And that was always a crowd favorite. I don't know if that question has ever been answered, but the debate rages on.
I mean, the answer is shrimp.
The answer definitely is shrimp.
What do you like in your grits? Shrimp.
Sugar or salt? Shrimp.
Yes.
Yeah. But coming up next is somebody who I think is a little familiar to the program. I'm pretty sure
she has cool hats.
Pretty sure we've seen them perform once or twice a show. The phenomenal and ever so cool Jade Zabric, who's here with us right now.
Howdy.
Jade, do you want to introduce yourself? Do you want to say anything about yourself before we
hear this first?
Okay. Let me see what the performance is before I say anything. I respect that.
Are good to me. You live on faithfully. You are everything that I wish that I could be. Up in front headlights, preaching wrong and the right. You gathered ashes, you blocked off the flashes, and you are wonderful, giving me all the world in bits and pieces, so I could make a move. Will you now
Woo!
Playing. I miss playing. You know, Poet was like my drinking day. Yeah.
Oh.
It was a lot of our drinking day.
Yeah.
That was a fly shirt you had on too.
Oh,
With all the colors.
Was
It
that
was
the
a
Batman one?
Yeah. That was a good shirt.
I almost wore that today, but I wore this one instead.
Oh.
Yes,
What does it say?
This is I think it's New York in all different language.
Oh, that's dope.
Or something. It's something in languages. I don't know. My friend designed it. His name is David Mercy. Yeah.
David Mercy.
Like Lord of Mercy.
Yeah.
Or like
Oh,
Mercy
Burrow to
Beaucoup.
Burrow.
Like Mercy Beaucoup. Merci.
Merci. No, that was dope.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. Jay doesn't like that song.
It's not that I don't like it. I really like it. I just feel like it's kind of angry, but maybe that's good. I don't know.
Sometimes you gotta get angry.
Sometimes you got to get angry.
Anger is real.
And on that note, here we have Del Novella with A Harlem Man Broke My Heart. No, I'm joking.
That is coming later. But we have
No.
someone nice and chill before we get to that.
Nice and chill. Yeah.
I think it's chill. I think this one's chill. If I
Okay, this
remember
song
right.
this song might be chill, but fantastic performer, a friend to the show, dope rapper, also a service person like
Yeah,
everybody else.
he's a former Marine like me.
Yeah.
And now he's a member of Veterans for Peace. He actually hosts their open mic, I think, every Wednesday. I think it's like 6:00 on Wednesdays. So tune into that on the Facebook. Taking it old school. A lot of people don't know that it used to be the Facebook, thefacebook.com.
Oh, okay.
Only the cool people know that. Yeah.
Okay, Grandma. No, I'm joking. Back in my day, it was a definitive. It was a definitive Facebook. No, but coming up, we have the phenomenal Mega Syph.
Stones all in my palm. From the base of my spine, I bring the nation to calm. Energy rising, hate coming along. Yeah, catch the wave, we're getting lost in the storm. The last days, with the power in my palm, the red horse. I'm so far beyond all BG. It's more than a charm. Red stripe, it's for the bloodshed, the harm. What I be all reading about the me. I'm reading about the east. Flesh, I rule the matter. Another to meet the leaders of unlocking life secrets. Life, what's the matter with no weakness? We got basic primal needs, this color increases. I churn boots, shoot fat, vitality, my pieces. I'm grounded and rooted, but hungry, that's why I'm the face of man. Ruler night, the first of 7 chakras. I'm not too advanced. Please repeat the mantra. I am free of anger. I am free of guilt. I am free of pain. And though I may be killed, I am free of fear. This is how I'm built. And since I'm meant to be here, I make it felt. If I knelt on my knees, sat in the lotus, compose this in red clay on the bed of roses, surrounded on alone rhythmic prose explosions. I am well rounded, watch the Red Sea like Moses. You know it's just the of the homeless. These little moments in the owners, they don't own us. They pass over us like moods or coronas. Atmospheric interferences and movie horrors. 200-foot red carpets on the floor for all of us. Why you buying what you store when you so glorious? Splash and knockers, show to make the people dance. The flow defies logic because it's basically advanced. The foundation is
Mega Syph.
These stones are black.
Shout out to Mega Syph, yo. Also, shout out to the Color Challenge. That was the red edition of the Color Challenge, which I also had a entry in. It was a fantastic challenge put together by Dale Novella, where people rapped about the colors and the attributes of each of the chakras.
They didn't just rap; they sang.
You're
they
right.
Did poetry.
Performers, artists didn't.
They poeted.
Yes, they poted. Potent potables. But it was a fun, fantastic challenge that you created, just like the Poet Will Be Televised.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Dale, you're I think it's often overlooked how fantastic an artist you are in your own right. You
What?
created the Poet Will Be Televised for people to be poetic. You created the Color Challenge. You're a phenomenal songwriter. You're a phenomenal musician and a singer yourself. And on that note, I think it's only right that we get into some Dale Novella music and artistry.
Yeah.
It would only be appropriate.
This song is streaming everywhere.
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 So this is about a fuckboy. So you can relate. Please get up or like hoop and holler. I'm from the South. I'm not used to people being like dignified during a concert. Like I'm used to like money being thrown. Like people be like, yes girl. So even if you're not from the South, just pretend.
Some people think that the Poet Will Be Televised was all just set up so you could give that performance. You were like, I'm going to create a show. I'm going to run it for about 6 years. And then I'm going to give a fantastic performance, film it, and then have a Zoom anniversary about it. This has all been leading up to this moment.
Really?
That's the rumors on the street.
When was that one? That wasn't like one of the most recent ones. It was before you were married. Yeah. So you still had your hair and everything.
Still had the hair.
Yeah.
I miss the hair.
It's still in your head.
It was swinging.
I love that clip because it's like you can see the moment in my head where I decided I'm just gonna swing it. I'm just gonna.
I whip my hair back and forth.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Our time together is ending.
Yeah, we have one more.
I want to play. I want to come back. All right, when are we getting these shots?
We're taking shots.
So when are we getting this vaccine so we can get back to it?
Oh, those shots. I was on the same. I was like, we're drinking.
Oh yeah,
drinking a package.
We have one more performance, correct?
Yeah, it's some guy.
Yeah, some loser who shows up every show for some freaking reason.
I think he shows up usually at 8:05 when we start at 8.
Right on time. Right on time. Yo, I either show up at 8:05 or I show up at like 7:30, 7:15. Is no in between. I'm either ridiculously early or right. Wait. I'll ask that question after we finish. But there once was a no-show. But
there once was a no-show?
Yeah, there was one time where a band member didn't show, I believe. In our whole 6-year run. But we'll talk about that after this the show. Yeah. This is a performance by me, Baxter Wordsworth. I'm similar to Jade. Let me see it first before I say anything about it. But here we go. Here goes nothing.
Right. If the camera work gets a little rough at points, it's just because I be trying to do all the things.
It's all right. You were probably jumping up and down to the music.
Yeah, I was jumping a little bit. I was also, I think I checked somebody in, and I probably adjusted the mic.
Yeah, it
still looks good.
Doing her taxes at the same time.
I was doing my taxes. And I was singing the song.
Right, so, you were, yeah.
This is a great song.
With the police as a racist, oppressive institution, fuck the motherfuckers. Not your cousin specifically, but your cousin. Good night. Come on to me. Do we have those horns? Do we have those horns? Horns. Oh, Jade. Oh, Jade. I hope you guys are ready to rock the fuck out. Don't make a move. Don't do it. Don't make a move. Don't do it. Don't make a move. No. Don't do it. Don't make a move unless you're sure. If they love it, give them more. Never stop till the top. Come knocking at the door. They at the door. They at the door. They at the door. Let's speed it up a little bit. Don't make a move unless you're sure. If they love it, give them more. Never stop till the top. Come knocking at the door. They at the door. Let's speed it up a lot of it. Speed it up. Y'all grab the sound, try to trap out him. I grab the words, grab the crap out of him. Kick around a couple like years, then grab the beat, smack the crap out of it. Break the beat like 13 times, till I come back with a classic rap album. You disagree, but you believe Jay-Z's Black Album being last out in Kingdom Come, none came and went. No time to feel dumb, gotta pay the rent. So we working all night on that graveyard shit, and the same a bit. To the days of spend, but fuck that. Life's what you make of it, so trust that. I ain't gonna waste the shit, but do half the things. I get half a chance in my dreams, so free never take the shit. Yo, it's back. When it comes to rap, when it's the fact that I don't know how to act. When I tear it down, you ain't gotta act. Trying to top me down, you ain't gotta act. Yo, the cops are being cold and you're knocking at the door. I don't give a fuck, I ain't stopping this at all. I'm rocking this shit till the wheels fall off. Put up low, working and dealing for a low. Money that was made and paid is all gone. I'm not really sure when I switch it all on. 2 on 2 doing shows with Cisco. And this motherfucker still doing the dog song. I'm not really sure where it all goes wrong. Mic still warm and my blood still on. Give me a stage and I'ma sing my song like you sing my song. Don't make a move, unless you sure. If they love it, give a more. Never stop, till the clock, Knocking at the door, they at the door. They at the door. They at the door. They at the motherfucking door. Don't make no move unless you door. If they love it, give them more. Never stop till the cops come. Knocking at the door, they at the door. They at the door. First verse, burn the house down. Second verse, burn the town down. When the whole world bursts into flames, that's how you know, loud, loud, loud. The girls stay back, you need to calm down. Take shit too far like an outhouse. I'm like, babe, I can't stop now. Trying to be everywhere like surround sound. Trying to be the more motherfucking shout down. Crossing my name so loud. All of the sounds that get drowned out. I'm like, oh, how you like me now? Rappers, what you just like me now? I'm my swag and write my style. I'm like swag to them to write down. Genius is incidental. God hits me the incidental. I hit those the business middle. What's going on between my temples? Not to mention it, just winging it. I don't know what I have to say till I think of it. I don't know what I'm thinking till I'm saying it. I'm Xbox Live, you don't know who you playing with. Not to mention it, I'm just winging it. I don't know what I'm gonna say till I think of it. I don't know what I'm thinking till I'm saying it. I'm Xbox Live, you don't know who you playing with. Too late for you to log out now. Twist this motherfucker upside down. Twist this motherfucker inside out. Get it out the house, get it off the ground. Drop it on the angle, I'm true at that. More than 90 degrees, I'm true at that. You confused at that? It's rats in the classroom. Do that, man, do that. Move unless you sure. If they love it, give them more. Never stop till the cops come knocking at the door. Check it out. He said pop the molly, I'm sweating. Pop the molly, I'm sweating. Never pop the molly, so it's hot tamale. Say hot tamale, I'm sweating. Pop the molly, I'm sweating. Pop the molly, I'm sweating. Never pop the molly, so it's hot tamale. Say hot tamale, I'm sweating. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a round of applause for this
Tired Baxter.
That's our little Baxter right there. That looks like my shirt.
Shout out to Johnny Hobbs for hosting that night. Remember that?
Yeah. You
Johnny
mean Vance
Hobbs,
Brown?
AKA Vance Brown. What a phenomenal performer too.
One of the few rappers whose real name is cooler than his rap name.
He also right. It's like you're from Vance Brown to Johnny Hobbs, which both names are cool, but Vance Brown is also a cool name.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
yeah.
Van, really?
Vance Brown sounds like he made it up. That's his real name.
That's a cool name.
Right.
Yeah.
Mama named him Vance. I'm gonna call him Vance.
Exactly.
I remember that night. That was a fun, fantastic night. I just realized I missed my cue from when I should have started rapping, but still a fantastic performance due to the band that was rocking with me. And yeah, it was always a good time at the Poet.
Yeah. We want to have a good time and bring poetry and love and consciousness.
Awareness.
Awareness. To like the forefront, but keep it fun.
Yeah, what I always loved about the Poet is it always felt like we were hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Like we got together, we jammed out, we featured some amazing musicians, and we had a good time every single time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we will continue to do that because anything's possible in 2021.
Yeah. It's the first year of the age of Pisces. I don't even know if that's true.
Is it? Okay.
I actually think that first year in the age of Pisces is like 2100.
Yeah,
2101.
Yeah. It's Aquarius. It's Aquarius for a while.
Oh, is it, Baxter?
We're here to hang around. We're gonna hang around a bit.
You know, when the age of Virgo gets here.
Oh, that is she's
gonna
gonna
shut down.
She's just gonna get fucked up.
Oh, for real? It's gonna be very organized.
Virgos do not play
and
around.
Color coded.
And loyal.
That makes sense.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to this anniversary edition of The Poet Will Be Televised. That has been brought to you by myself, Baxter Wordsworth, the phenomenal Jade Zabric, and the amazing Dale Novella. We will be back in person eventually, so please follow us at all our social medias, which are Dale.
The Poet Will Be on Instagram.
Yes.
We have a Facebook group called The Poet Will Be Televised, so you can come chat with us and post your stuff and
please do
watch and listen to our stuff, and also on YouTube where you can see all these videos for yourself.
Also tune into the Poet Podcast. Sorry, I didn't step on your legs. But tune into the Poet Podcast, and you can also find that at Skies Crescent Radio. Is that where we're at these days?
SkiesCrescentRadio.com.
.com. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.